Next, we're going to go ahead and we have our template pretty much done. So we're going to go ahead and add content. And then we're going to, after we add content, we're going to then change our style and or look and feel of our site, and then see how that fixes all the other pages too. So we're going to go into Sublime, and we have our sandwich.html here. And what we're going to do is we're going to save that. So I'm going to do File. So I hope I have the right one. Okay, sandwich.html. Okay. And I'm going to do File, Save As. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this index.html. It's important that it's always index.html. It's also important that it's a lowercase I. We can't have a capital I. This is because the server is going to be looking for this file if someone just types in our domain name. Alright, so we'll click Save. Alright. So the initial template, the sandwich.html, has been saved. This is a new page here. It's going to use the same style sheet, the same structure. The only thing we're going to do is we're going to change the section. So this section right here now is going to change. And then later we'll also add a footer. So I'm going to press Enter. Then in here I'm going to have an H2 tag. So we'll type H2 and I'll press Tab. And then add the less than symbol in the beginning. Alright, so now we have our H2 tag. I'm going to put welcome to Trident Sandwiches. Trident Sandwich Shop. Okay, and then underneath that, now the reason why we have an H2 instead of H1, H1 is already being used by this. We want the search buyers to come in and see that this is the most important part of the page, and then we want them to see that this is the second part. This is the part of the content. And then in here we're going to have a paragraph, and then we're going to type in LOREM and press Tab, and nothing happens. So then you just move back and say, okay, this time do something. I want to press Tab. It adds a paragraph, and then we'll do the same thing again. I'll go ahead and press Enter, type P, Tab, LREM, press Tab, move back, press Tab again, and now I have two paragraphs on my index page. Okay, I'll do File and Save, and then I'll go ahead and open up my index page, and we'll do Open with Chrome. And now this is our page. Now notice that this is all centered, and we really want the paragraphs to be left aligned. So what we can do is we can go back into here, into our CSS, and see what's going on. Okay, and what we've done is we have said that our body text is going to be centered. So one of the things we can do, since we know we want all our text to be left aligned, is we can go down here, and since our paragraphs are going to be pretty much in our section, after our section we'll go ahead and put in paragraph, parenthesis, and then we'll do text align left. Okay, then we'll do File and Save, and we'll go back to our page and then refresh. We could have done all that. Now this is also kind of right on that line, and that looks a little bit ugly too, so we probably want to move that away. So let's go back and go into our section, and let's go ahead and put padding and do 5 pixels. File and save, and then we'll go back and refresh, and everything's blown up. So what happened? If we look down, there it is down there. So we added 5 pixels in width. So we need to take, we need to remove some of the width from our section here. So if we put 5 pixels here, we got to take 5 pixels from here. So let's go ahead and do 750. Oh no. So 756. Let's make it 751. Oh, can't do that. It's actually 10 pixels. Okay, so this is 756. The padding is 5 pixels, but it's top, bottom, left, right. So really what we wanted to do was, let's do padding 0 pixels. And 5 pixels. So that's saying that top, bottom 0. And we're saying that left, right is 5. But that's actually 10 pixels. So this has to be 746. Alright, and then we do top, bottom, left, right. That's 5. File, save. And let's see if that's fixed our page. And refresh. Sweet. Okay, so now it's moved it away from the corner enough so that it doesn't look so bad. If we need to move this over again, if say we want 10 pixels again, then we'd have to take 20 pixels off the total size, because it's margin plus border plus padding plus width in order to come up with the total width. Alright, well this looks good enough for now, so let's go ahead and go back to Sublime. Right, we'll go ahead and close our index, and we'll go ahead and go back to our sandwich page, and great. Okay, so we got H262 spring week 1. Alright, so here we have our index and our sandwich.html. So I'm going to go ahead and open this one up, and then do File, Save As, and this one is going to be our history. So we'll go ahead and change this to history. We use all lowercase, no spaces in our naming. Okay, we'll go over here and then change our section. And it might have been easier to go ahead and just changing our index page, but we're going to have, again, we're going to have an H2 I mean. Okay, H2 tab, and we'll do history of the Trident sandwich shop. Okay, we'll press enter, and then we'll do P, and I'll press tab, and I'll type Lauren, press tab, move back, press tab again. Okay, and then I'll go to make another paragraph, P, tab, Lauren, tab, backspace, tab. Okay, and then we'll do a file and save. And we'll go back and check it out. Here's our history. And I'll open with Chrome. Alright, and as you can see, all our borders, everything's working perfect here. So we're running out of time, so the next thing I'm going to have to do, and I probably should have done this all along. let's go into the page we have open, which is history. Okay, so this is our history, and our home is no longer a hashtag. Our home is index.html, and our history is going to be history.html. Okay, we'll do file and save. Okay, I'm going to also open up my index page, and I'm going to do the same thing. Our home page is going to be index.html, and our history is going to be history.html. What I should have done before I started making pages is going ahead and filling this out in our template. I know what I'm going to call it. It's going to be about.html and contact.html for these two pages, and then just do file save as, and then the links will work. All right, so let's go ahead and save all. Go back to our page and refresh. Okay, so this is the history. I click on home. Right, this is the home page. I click on history. It's history, and everything else stays the same. We just have to change the content on it. Very good. And we'll do the same thing for the last two.